One day, sit back, just listen and think. One day.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Wit Ras, and I'm back with another episode of Thoughtz with Wit. And on this Thoughtz with Wit, I'm gonna be talking about 2026 NBA Finals Game 4. Now, in case you ain't know, the Knicks made the finals for the first time since 1999 during the Ewing, Spreewell, Houston, Jeff Van Gundy era. So that was a long time ago. That was when I was like a teenager and shit, right? So it's been a minute. First off, I'm not a Knicks fan, even though I live in New York, and I'm not even a fan of the NBA like that as I used to be, because I'm not feeling these players, like, it doesn't hit the same. I'm older now, I'm not feeling a lot of these players' mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, how these niggas, they feel so entitled, the style of play, how, like, the look of the jerseys, how the players look and shit, the mismatched sneakers that don't match the jersey. So I'm not feeling a lot of that shit, you feel me? And these niggas ain't doing shit for me as a grown-ass man, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, these niggas ain't doing shit for me, so why the fuck should I care about these niggas, man? I got my own shit going on, you know what I'm saying? And I can't relate to them like that, you know what I mean? They celebrities and them niggas is millionaires, you know what I mean? But that's besides the point. I feel that this Knicks team is good, but they're not one of the greatest teams of all times, like it's a lot of people are saying. I think a lot of it is luck, you know what I'm saying? I definitely don't think this team is greater than the early 70s Knicks that won them chips back then, or any of the 90s Knicks teams, in my opinion, or even the Carmelo Anthony Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they didn't really beat any, like, body, like, and weren't battle tested. I mean, the Spurs are good, but they're not, like, they're young. They're not really, like, a great battle tested team. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like they're going up against the fucking, let's say if they be going up against the 2017 Warriors or some team like that. Or, like, you know what I mean, or the 90s Bulls, you know what I mean, the 96 Bulls or some team like that. You know what I'm saying, the early 2000s Lakers or the 80s Celtics or Lakers, you know what I'm saying? So it's levels to this shit, you feel me? And I feel like they don't really have, like, a superstar player like a Joker or like a Giannis or what's the nigga's name from the Lakers? Number 77. I forgot that nigga's name. The silencer. But anyway, yeah, I forgot the nigga's name, know what I mean? But you know who I'm talking about. I think Jalen Brunson and them, and what's this guy? Carl Anthony Towns, and this other nigga, OG Anunoby. They're like solid players, but like they're like a notch below those guys that I just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So like, Luka Doncic is his name. You know what I'm saying? From the Lakers. So they, it's levels to this shit. But I give the Knicks credit for they play hard though, and like they're winning these games, and they're coming back from deficits. So and to get into the whole point of this episode is that the Knicks were down by 29 points in like the third quarter, some shit like that. Cause I was like watching parts of the game. It's stuff that I was like, this is the Knicks is getting killed. I was like, this shit is over. And I turned that shit off, went to sleep. I fell to sleep. I woke up sometime probably around like 1, 2 in the morning. And I was like, I wonder what that score was for the Knicks game. And I looked on NBA.com, and I saw that the Knicks won by 1 point. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe that shit. I never seen nothing like that in my lifetime. A team blowing that big of a lead in these type of high stakes. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching basketball for over 30 years. I never seen nothing like that in my life. That was so unexpected and shocking. You feel what I'm saying? As a Spurs, for the Spurs, that was embarrassing. Like, I don't know how them niggas could even look in the mirror at themselves, yo. Like, or how, I wonder how they feeling, like, cause I wouldn't be able to live with myself after blowing a lead like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they could come back from this, man. Like, this was hard to take. This was a tough pill to swallow. You blow it, and this is not the only game that they blew either. They blew game 2. Wemby threw the ball, it hit the nigga in the back. You know what I mean? And then, you know, all like just low IQ basketball and on the Spurs part. And I would say three people take the blame for this Spurs collapse that we're seeing. I think Wemby had to take some blame as the leader of the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this nigga's taking way too many threes and not being a paint beast. This nigga is like, what, 7'7"? Get your ass in the post up, and just shoot over these niggas. Nobody on the Knicks can guard you. Like, they're not tall enough. You know what I'm saying? Cat is doing his thing, but like, you know, they're not really, nobody can really guard him like that down low. This nigga's playing like a guard. It's like, come on, son. So he had to take some blame. And you saw what happened. The Spurs, and I'm gonna get to this next, the coaching staff takes some blame too, in my opinion, because they not making the necessary adjustments. After the halftime, I heard that, like, you know, they were taking too many threes and shit. They took, like, I think like 8 or 9 threes and were missing all of them. So as a coach, it's common sense. Niggas is taking too many threes and they missing them. Change the game plan. Drive to the cup. You know what I'm saying? Drive to the hole. Try to draw some fouls. Mid-range. You know what I mean? It's common sense. You learn this shit in like middle school and high school and shit. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Thirdly, De'Aaron Fox, my man. What was you thinking, my boy? Yo, that was one of the dumbest plays I ever seen. This is up there with that J.R. Smith shit in the finals, I believe, in 2018. The nigga didn't know the time on the clock. You know what I'm saying? It's simple basketball IQ. You know what I'm saying? All the nigga had to do was just, when he got the ball, was just wait for the Knicks to foul him, because they had the lead and I think they was in the bonus. So that's all the nigga had to do. You feel me? So, like, that was a boneheaded play. He cost him that game and probably the series. You know what I mean? So that's why I also hate this new style of NBA play style, and it's been going on for like the past 10 years with like the Steph Curry Houston Rockets effect. It's just very low IQ basketball. No adjustments from the coaching staff. It's just mind-boggling. You know what I'm saying? On the Knicks side though, I think definitely the MVP after these 4 games, from what I've noticed, the MVP of this finals from right now is OG Anunoby. This nigga is balling. And I like his mentality and his attitude, so I think he really deserves this shit. You know what I'm saying? He had that ill tipping at the end of the game 4. I never seen nothing like that. That shit is gonna go down in history. Like, as you know what I mean? If they win this championship, he's up there in the history books. You know what I'm saying? So, the Spurs, in my opinion, don't deserve to win the chip after this meltdown. That was fucking embarrassing. I never seen nothing like that in my life. Like, not in this type of stakes, like in the finals. I maybe see in a regular season or like a playoff series, but not in the finals, man. That's embarrassing. How them guys was up that big and they just melted down like they didn't know what the fuck to do. Like, it's like they never played basketball before. Just making low IQ plays. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, I just felt like the Spurs lost games 2 and 4 more than the Knicks won it. If that makes any sense. Like, the Spurs just gave those games away, man. It's like, come on. But I guess this is a learning experience for Wemby. He's, only like 22 years old, so he has like a lot of time left to develop into the player he's going to become. Maybe they need a new coach, because this guy is not, he's not getting it. He's not making the adjustments, and there's no way he should have lost that big of a lead in this type of high stakes type of series. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens in Game 5. I believe it's on Saturday. I'll probably check it out if I have time, or if not, I'll just look at the highlights because I have shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the Knicks will win, man. Like, it's been long enough, but I would say the Knicks, they should have. I felt Patrick Ewing's era should have got the first Knicks chip. No disrespect against these guys, but I think Ewing put too much work in. He battled through injuries, and it was just like a different era back then. It was a tougher era. So I feel like Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Charles Oakley, Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, like those guys, they should have won the chip first, because they have really good teams. And I don't think this Knicks team, no disrespect to them, they good, but I don't think they're better than any of those Knicks teams in the 90s. Especially not 93 or the 97 team. Those teams will wash the team easily, in my opinion. Those teams were tough, and it was just a different era. That was just a different era back then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, on that note, we'll see what happens. Peace.